my name is Renee Thomas, and I am a bad booktuber. And in the words of Dory, when she admitted to having never eaten a fish, phew, I'm glad I got that off my chest. Hello everyone, so you may or may not be aware, but there are videos circumnavigating Booktubia regarding what makes a good booktuber. And they've been going around for at least a month now, and there's a few of them. I'll link the main ones that I've seen in the doobly-doo in my pants. And I am putting forward my disclaimer: this video is not to diss anybody who has made or contributed to those video discussions and tips and advice and all that kind of thing. I am not dissing you, I am not. I think those videos have offered some fantastic advice, especially to new booktubers, people who are just starting out and want tips and that from people who have been in the business for a while and, you know, want to share their experience and, you know, offer up their opinions and whatnot, and that's fantastic. For me personally, when I watched all of these videos, all I felt were great masses pressing down on me of shame and guilt, because as these booktubers were listing off the things that they feel make an effective booktuber person, I realized that I was not meeting any of the requirements. Requirements is a loose term, people weren't promoting it as such, that's just the term I'm using. I realized that I was not ticking any of those boxes, and all I felt was shame! Burning shame. So I've made a little list here of the majority of things that I noted that people were saying in their videos about how to be a good booktuber, and I wrote down the ones that I do not seem to adhere to, unfortunately. So I'm going to list the reasons why I am a bad booktuber, and then I will be asking you for your opinion, and we will get to a discussion on that later. So, okay. Number one, probably one of my biggest flaws, and it's been this way for the whole 2.5 years I've been doing this. Editing. I don't edit my videos, or at least not very often, and I'm sure everyone's aware of that. I say and a great deal, and my videos are long. Very often my videos are excessively long, and people have complained about this. And I realise that for a lot of folks, you don't like watching any video over 8-10 minutes long, no matter what the content is, and that's totally fine. Again, I should note that the people who did their How to Be a Good Booktuber videos, they were very, very clear and honest and straightforward in stating that this is just their personal opinion and preference, so that's totally fine. And it's your personal opinion and preference with what you watch and what you enjoy watching and what you think is good and bad. So I'm owning that, and we're all going to recognize that that is the case. For me personally, I actually really love long videos, and this is nothing to do with what I do personally. It's nothing to do with my own videos, but when I watch others, I love long videos. I geek out over it. When Melina Pendulum uploads discussion videos that are like 20-30 minutes long, other people might be complaining and rolling their eyes and thinking, I'm not wasting 30 minutes just listening to somebody talk, how boring is that? I'm geeking my pants out. I love long videos, and I love rambling because I think you actually, just in my own experience, I find that I tend to get more interesting stuff out if I just ramble, and I meander my way around the points and eventually wind up somewhere, but I tend to be more honest and more open if I kind of don't have a structure to what I say, so that usually ends up leading to really long videos, as this video may well end up being. But yes, because I don't edit stuff out, so you often have to listen to me ramble and just dawdle about and go off on tangents and and whatnot. And the main reason I don't edit is because I don't have software readily available on my computer. I have Windows Live Movie Maker, which really sucks ass. The old Windows Movie Maker on my old computer was a lot better, and I was more accustomed to that one. I'm still trying to work out how Windows Live Movie Maker works exactly. But it doesn't seem to like me doing a lot with it, so if anyone has a recommendation for some software that I could use to edit my videos on a PC, I don't have a Mac, then please just let me know. Also, money's an issue. I don't like having to buy software and things, and my camera, I'm using a camera. I'm using a Canon, I don't even know what the hell it's called. It's a legit camera. It's not an iPhone thing. I'm not filming via my computer or anything. So that also makes the process longer as well, because I have to plug it all in and do all that shit and convert it into a Windows media file and all that kind of thing. So I tend to just get frustrated with it because I'm a technophobe and I don't like using technology. I hate I hate doing that sort of stuff on my computer, so I try and make it as brief a process as possible and just get straight to the uploading, so usually that's also why I don't edit. And also, I've said in the past, I enjoy raw videos, and by raw I mean unedited videos. I actually really like rambling. It's just me, it's just my personal preference. I don't have an issue with watching videos that are unedited, that aren't glossy, and that their style isn't fantastic, that the lighting might be bad, or the pacing might be bad, or the sound quality might not be great. And yes, I recognise that these don't make good videos, but if the content is still interesting and I'm liking the person and what they have to say and I find the discussion valid and everything, then I'm still enjoying it. And I completely understand that a lot of people like their style to match the substance, so you'd rather see a video that stylistically is aesthetically pleasing and well made, as well as having considerable and valid content as well, and that's totally fine. That's why someone like Priscilla is so popular, because her content is fantastic and the style of her videos is great too. She has a precise structure to it, and she has her little intro and her pictures and stuff, and I'm sure that accounts for a great deal of her popularity, as well as the fact that personality-wise she's just awesome. So I completely understand that, but I'm someone who, I'm just very varied with, I enjoy both sides of the coin, I suppose, and I love stylistic videos that look great and are fantastic, but I also really just enjoy watching videos for the content, and I don't give a shit about the style. So that's just me. So that tends to also inform why I don't bother, you know, prettying my stuff up and fixing it and that, but, you know, whatever. That also fits into the professional approach in style and format. I've tried now, only recently, I tried to actually do a backdrop on my, main page of my channel. Just books, just pictures of books. And I'm also trying to, you might have noticed, just a housekeeping thing, I'm trying to put stuff into playlists, so I'm trying to separate the tags from the Renee rants, from the Renee responds, from the Renee takes you on bookstore tours and that kind of thing, so I'm trying to separate it all, because one thing maybe I can pat myself on the back is just that I try and do a bit of a varied selection on my channel, so I don't try and just do reviews or hauls. I like to give you some other stuff as well. That tends to be just because I find that fun. So I am trying to separate those into categories so they're maybe easier to find for you. So that's me. That's my attempt at being professional. Yay! Confidence was something that was listed, and the funny thing is, a lot of people have said in the past, Renee, you have so much confidence, which is hilarious, because those who know me very well know that that is not the case at all, and I'm very socially awkward and quite shy, and I really like alone time, and I prefer to sit in comfortable silence than chit-chat away all the time. But I suppose I've kind of developed a YouTube persona in a way, where I'm a lot more talkative and a lot more out there and flamboyant and whatnot. I guess it's the acting side of things coming into it. I'm kind of acting when I'm doing these videos, so maybe that helps a bit. I try and appear confident. A specific email address for your channel, that might be useful. You can let me know if you want me to do that, so you can contact me in a better way than using YouTube, but I mean, that's up to you. I personally have no qualms about giving you my actual email address, because I don't really care. Maybe I should, but I don't. Invest in a good camera and good software. I've already listed that. It's also a money issue. I just don't have the funds necessarily, and I also would not know how to work them, and I'd just get confused, and then I'd probably start crying or something. That's honestly what happens. You don't want to see me try and use technology. Really. Tears happen. Tears. Oh, here's a big one that I know I've been criticised about. Respond to comments and connect with your subscribers and thank them. And that's something I really suck at. And I don't mean to do it on purpose. I truly don't. I'm just very forgetful. And so when people subscribe, I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then months pass, and I'm like, oh, I never said thank you. Whoopsies. So maybe I might do a video where I say thank you to folks. But, and I'm also kind of sucky at responding to comments on my videos, often because I kind of think, oh, there's nothing really to say to that. Unless it's a question that's asked and that, I'm like, oh, I should probably say something. But even then, often I honestly just forget, and then months after the fact, I'm like, oh, crap, they wanted to know what that was, whoopsie. So it's mainly just that I'm senile. I don't mean to ignore anybody, and I'm totally appreciative of everyone who watches my videos and subscribes and comments and all that sort of thing. I really sincerely am very thankful. I'm just not all there, and so things just go out. It's like a sieve, you know, it drains through and not much is left. So I do apologise. I'm going to try and fix that. Shorter videos, don't ramble. Yep, clear and concise, write your points down. I don't often write anything down when it comes to what I'm going to say, especially for reviews. I kind of just let my emotions take me where they want to go as I'm remembering things, so maybe that's not the best way to do stuff. I know a lot of people admire those booktubers who structure their reviews via specific things. So they'll do character, they'll do writing style, they'll do theme, they'll do that sort of stuff, and then like often they'll rate it individually and then give you a lump total at the end, and that's a really good structure to do. I do that for some of my written reviews, but maybe I should start adopting that. It's all just up to you guys, what you want me to do and what you don't want me to do. More on that in a minute. Film in the morning or afternoon. As many of you know, I have a tendency to film in the evening because that's just when I think, oh, I'm gonna film a review. Yeah, I'm not drunk. And I just, yeah, so that usually equals really poor lighting because I'm using my lamp and my bedroom light and everything's closed off, so it's usually really sucky lighting, so I apologize for that. Also, because it takes so frickin' long on my computer to upload a video, I usually have to break it down and like minimalize the size of the file, so that means the quality lessens and lessens and lessens, but I don't want to sit for like 14 hours uploading a 10-minute video. I don't want to do that, so to make it upload quicker, I tend to have to really lessen the file size and make the quality really insubstantial, so I'm very sorry about that too. I think I've listed a few things here, but essentially what I'm trying to say is that when I was watching these videos by these booktubers, I just felt incredibly guilty and very ashamed of myself, and like I wasn't fit to be a booktuber because I didn't meet these standards, and that I felt as though these 4 people who, the videos I'll link, if they must hate me, they must think I'm really shit at what I attempt to do. So essentially what I'm really just trying to ask is, just tell me in the comments if you want me to change things, and if so, what you want me to change, or if you're happy with how things are and you don't think I need to alter anything. And I promise I won't be offended. You say whatever you want, just be honest with me, because that's how we should be with one another. And it's a trusting community, and it's an open community, and I know that no offense was meant by these How to Be a Good Booktuber videos. They were honestly just there to be helpful and to offer up advice and share their experiences, so that's totally fine. But just because of who I am and how I am, I just felt really miserable with myself and ashamed. So please just let me know if you want me to change stuff, and I'll try and get on that, and let's try and make this channel better. That's all. Okay, goodbye everybody. Big hugs to you.